Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Pete, and today I want to continue on with my CD collection tour. So we're going to get cracking into part 5. We finished up part 4 with the Anthrax EP Anthems, so we'll just keep kicking on from there by going to the last Anthrax release that's in my collection, which is For All Kings. This has got a bonus DVD with it. No, not DVD, sorry, just a live CD, just an EP of like four or five tracks. Very cool album. I like that a lot. I think they're working on a new one, maybe. I'll have to do some research and see what albums are due to come out this year and then go from there. After that, we have a demo by a band called Apnea, and I don't really remember much about this or where they're even from. I think they might be like Italian or Greek or something. Italy. As the email address inside the CD was .it, so I believe that would be Italy. I'll give that one a listen. It's got like 4 or 5 songs on it. Four songs. I can't remember, it's been probably 20 years since I've heard it. Moving on from there, we have Apocalyptica, Cult, the 4 cellists. There's probably some Metallica on here, Until It Sleeps Fire with Fire. I think that's about it. I think that one's all instrumental. I'm really familiar with like a couple of their albums, but this is not one of them. After that, we have Reflections Revised by Apocalyptica. Has this one got Metallica songs on it? It's pretty much what they were known for initially, but they wrote some cool stuff of their own. After that, we have, what's this called? Worlds Collide. I always forget. This got some guest vocalists and stuff. I remember Corey Taylor being on here. I'm not sure who else from memory. Oh, Christina Scabia, Till Lindemann, Adam Gontier. So yeah, Dave Lombardo's on that one as well, so a few guests. Then we have the 7th Symphony. This is probably my favourite album of Apocalyptica. It's got some cracking songs which, if they got radio play, I'm sure the general masses would absolutely love some of these songs, especially the ones with Gavin Rossdale and Brent Smith of what was it, Bush and Shinedown, singing on like what would be very commercially successful, I believe, but who knows why stuff doesn't get played. Well, I've got a bit of an idea actually, but I won't go on a rant about that. Then we have Shadowmaker by Apocalyptica. It's a little bit hard to see that. I've got the lines wide open to let some natural light in, as my lights above have for some reason just blown out and they're not working. So I'm going to have to get an electrician in to see to them. But anyway, it's beyond the point. After that, we have Apocrypha, Area 54. This is on Shrapnel Records, so it's one of those sort of guitar-oriented sort of bands. I'd probably classify them as maybe, from memory, a second-rate Racer X, sort of technical thrash, if I recall. I'll go back and give these ones a listen, because again, it's been a long time since I've heard that. After that, we've got a CD I'm throwing away. April Ethereal. This album's called Advent. I've got a feeling these guys might like Opeth a bit just by the name of the album and the name of the band themselves. I don't remember where they're from. It's kind of, from memory, I think it was sort of proggy death metal. Another one I need to listen to and go back to. I remember at the time going, oh, that's kind of cool, and I bought it, but that's a long time ago. Then we're getting into something I do know quite a bit better. Arch Enemy. This is the first album, Black Earth. Some great songs on this. I fell in love with the band initially after hearing the song Beast of Man, which is off this album. Stigmata gave me a sort of a Carcass vibe. It was on a Century Media sampler, and I remember thinking, oh, it's got a bit of a earlier Carcass vibe, and then I found out it was Micah Mott's band. I'm like, that makes sense, and loved it. So that was the first one I got, and then I managed to track down Black Earth, which took a little bit of time. Living in Tassie back in the 90s and getting some of this metal stuff was a bit tricky, and you generally didn't pick it up off a shelf. It would have to be ordered in, or on the occasional trip to Melbourne, I'd go to Metal for Melbourne and JB Hi-Fi, which had big stocks of things, so I'd be able to find stuff. Then we have Burning Bridges. This is the last one with Johan Lever, I think that was his name, on vocals. There's some really good stuff on this as well, like Silver Wings, one of my favourites, Angel Claw, The Immortal, all great tracks. Yeah, on from there, Wages of Sin. This one was hard to get hold of as well. I downloaded it back when we used dial-up and had like 56k internet, so it probably took about 3 days to download the entire album. This is a 2 CD which has got a bunch of cover songs: Starbreaker, Aces High, Scream of Anger on there, plus some live tracks. First one with Angela, that's a great album. From there we have what's it called, Anthems of Rebellion. I was going to say Doomsday, whatever it is. This one's got a bonus DVD with some live stuff and everything. Some great songs on there as well. Moving right along, we have the Dead I See No Future EP. Again, some cover tracks and some live stuff and different mixes and so forth. It's got like 8 songs on it, so it's actually a decent sized EP. Then we have Doomsday Machine, which was the one I was confusing with the other. Again, this one comes with a bonus DVD of some live stuff and video clip for Nemesis. Another great album. I think Arch Enemy were kind of at their peak around that sort of time. Then we have Revolution Begins. It's just an EP. Only 4 tracks. Queensryche cover and live version of one of the songs. Next on the list we have Rise of the Tyrant. This one's got a DVD as well, if I recall. Yep, another DVD with that one. A couple of good songs there as well. Actually, a couple of great songs. After that we have The Root of All Evil. So this was re-recordings of earlier stuff that Angela didn't initially sing on. Comes in a digibook. Just the CD itself, but that's kind of cool. Then we have War Eternal. Was this the first one with Alyssa? I didn't mind it, but I don't think it's as good as their earlier stuff. Probably a bit of the decline for me. So there's War Eternal. We also have Will to Power. This is just in a plastic sleeve. I think I've got a box set that has other stuff in it, so just to have it for sake of ease of getting to it, I've just got this on the shelf in this little plastic sleeve. So that's Will to Power. Then we have Deceivers. Don't really know that one too much. I've only played it a couple of times. There's a new one coming out. It might even be out this week. That I'll probably have to order and track down just because I'm a completionist and I need to have it. So that's all of the Arch Enemy collection. After that we have Arcturus, I guess the Norwegian black metal super group. Hellhammer on drums, Carl August Tideman on guitars, Spared was the keyboard player and I guess the mastermind behind the band. Garm was on vocals on this one from Ulva. This is a great album, absolutely love this. Then they parted ways with, I think they parted ways with Garm, and then ICS Vortex from, I guess, Dimmel and Borkniger fame followed in suit. But we also have like a re-release which is of Aspera Hymns Symphonia, has the Constellation and the My Angel EPs on there, so that's a 2 CD set that came out a few years later. Then we have, it's got a sticker on that, I'm not sure what that's from. Disguise Masters, that's a bit of an odd one, but they started getting quite weird from there on. Anthrax and the Deception Circus, Disguise Masters, I just put them all in with the same sort of thing. We've got the Sham Mirrors. This is a really good album. It's probably my second favourite after the debut. Some cool stuff on that. Then we have Sideshow Symphonies, another good album. This one's Digibook or Digipack from Season of Mist, and I can't even remember what this one's like. Arcturian or Arcturian. That one's got to go onto the into the playlist to check out what it's like. After that we have, I think these were a Norwegian band sort of called Arc. There's shred guitarist in there. I think it was the guy that played in Conception, which was another Norwegian band that had Roy Khan, who was in Camelot. I think John Land on vocals. Tor Ostby was the guitar player's name. Randy Coven, he was a bit of a bass whiz from the guitar magazines back in the early 90s as well. Haven't listened to that in a long time. Forgotten what it's like, to be honest. Then we have Armageddon. This is a album that features Christopher Amott, who's Mike Amott from Arch Enemy's brother. He was also in Arch Enemy. He's been in and out several times. This one's sort of a proggy power metal kind of thing, which not really death metal from memory. Then we have an old favourite, Armoured Saint, Symbol of Salvation. This was the first album I got from these guys and the first album that I heard, and it's awesome. I love it. Moving on from there, we have part of a this was a 2 or 3 CD pack, and this is for Armoured Saint, Symbol of Salvation. So this is the album Symbol of Salvation. In part 6 we'll see the other discs that are up in the next row slot along. So there we have Armoured Saint, a second copy. I don't know if this has been remastered or not, I can't remember. Anyway, Armoured Saint ×2 for Symbol of Salvation. Anyway, that's all for part 5. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let's just talk about music and stuff in amongst it all, and until next time, I'm over and out. Take it easy and see ya.